So, hi. As you know, WellerMade recently sent me a great box of doll stuff, including a lot of doll clothes that I have here that I have not put anyone in yet. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I also recently did a big bout of doll sewing that produced this. So I'm going to use this video to dress some dolls. I'm going to start with the Basquiat Barbie that Patty sent, thanks again so much, who I have already put in a dress that I made. Let's see, this is a new recording setup for me, so I'm not quite sure where things are related to where I am, so this is going to be awkward as usual. So anyway, Basquiat Barbie wearing a dress that I made, but she does not have shoes. Now, since she's a pivotal body, her feet are a little bigger than regular Barbie feet, so I'm honestly not sure what I have that she'll be able to wear, but we're gonna find out. So this is the trunk. Let's see. I use this as a work surface now, and then open it up, and this is where I keep my doll clothes and accessories. This used to be under the table that I would sit behind when I did my old videos. That table's right here, but I'm too old to get on the floor all the time when I dress dolls. So I figured out, I got this like TV entertainment center table thing that's just the right height to put this on to make it at a work table level. So I can use this as a workspace, which is really nice. And doll clothes that I don't have to get on the floor for. So this is like generic accessories. It's glasses and bracelets and headbands and things like that, and stickers that are bandages and pins I use for pins and such. So I'm not going to use the stuff in here for this. I'm just looking for shoes. Alright, and this is my box of stitched shoes. Yeah, they're made out of cloth, vinyl cloth, and these tend to be good for odd foot size, so I might end up back in this box, but I kind of hope not to because I don't have a lot of selection in here. And yes, my boxes are old and falling apart, but as long as I don't drop them, they work. Alright, so this is the box I think I might have some luck in. This is slightly fancier plastic shoes. This tends to have things that have right and left feet, or they're for odd foot sizes, or both or neither, or just for whatever reason my brain says some shoes go into this box. So I figure there's probably a possibility in here, like these old Dynamite Girls boots. I will get this for you to see. My lamp is right here, so if I center stuff over the lamp, that should be good for centering in the picture. Anyway, Dynamite Girls boots. So those probably fit because Dynamite Girls have bigger feet, and it does fit, and it's an okay look, but it does have this slight platform to it, and this doll is tall enough already, so probably won't go with the platform. See, these, I think these are regular Barbie boots. All this vinyl stuff is sticking to each other. Do these actually have right and left? And I don't know if I'm loud enough because I'm out of practice of this whole video thing. So, well, these are really soft and squishy, so they should be able to fit over her foot, and they do, but it's kind of a weird angle. See the way it sticks out of the front and doesn't quite close in the back. But still, if worse comes to worse, she could wear those. And those a pair of 80s knockoff doll cowboy boots. Those fit. If worse comes to worse, I think I'm a little more likely to go with those, just because of the contrast with the frilly dress, but probably not. Let's see, what's over here? Liv shoes. I'm pretty sure Liv shoes fit. Yeah, they fit pretty well. Again, there's that slight platform. She's already tall, and another doll that I might be dressing has a Liv body, so I want to save those potentially for that. So, same with these Star Darling shoes. So which side is They might be, yeah, they're too big. And one of the dolls in the wedding dress has a Star Darling's body, so I might want those for that. So, nothing in there. This is the box of mostly neutral, black and white, ivory shoes. I might actually have some that are meant for this size foot. I know this is fashion royalty, but perfect fit. So if I want a simple black heel, I can go with those. Or something a little more my style. These are Barbie. They're probably not going to fit. Oh, they do. Mary Jane strap type. They're so tight though I'm worried that her foot would split them. Regular Barbie, but they fit. Yeah, this predate. I think curvy size would fit this foot too. But I think all my curvy black shoes are already on dolls right now. Let's see what are those. Those are regular Barbie. No, too small. Ugh, hard to get off. Maybe a little too fancy. This dress strikes me as being slightly, I don't know if minimalist is the right word since it has all the ruffles and the fake bow going on at the collar. Sorry. I just ate some peanuts before doing this. I knew I shouldn't have. I try to remind myself not to eat before making these videos because this happens. Alright, so I'll probably use something from that box, but just for fun. I know I don't have the right color purple. This is my other colors box. Don't think I have anything anywhere near the right color purple that would also fit that foot. Give her some sneaks. Oh, actually, she has sort of intense blue eyeshadow and blue fingernail polish. And there are gray tones in the dress that could be considered blue. I wonder. What do I have that actually matches that though? That fits. This doesn't feel as, it's not squishy as the black pair I tried on like that. And doesn't feel like it's going to necessarily split. It's a little more turquoise and not as ultramarine as her fingernails though. But that's possible. Yeah, those fresh doll shoes, fresh. Your feet wrong angle though. Let's see, what's that down there? It's a bright color blue. My, oh no, that's too flat. I fully admit that my organizational system here is not great. Yeah, that's a good color blue, but, and I know those are curvy size, but they're way too flat. Fumbling. On the right foot, yeah. That's not the right color blue, but it's a little grayish, so it works with the dress, maybe? I think I'm going to go with those. Where's the other one? Just because I've already been doing this for how long? 9 minutes! Alright, 9 minutes and I got one pair of shoes. Yeah, it may take, I might not make one video dressing all these dolls if it's taken me 9 minutes to find a pair of shoes for a relatively common foot size. So like I have a Star Darlings, I have a Disney VIP, and I have a Liv over here in the pile too, bodies, so even more limited foot shoe size options. Anyway, so here's the Basquiat Barbie wearing a dress I made. And shoes, I think Flo sent me those shoes. So I will get pictures of these dolls taken and posted eventually. Alright, now what I usually do whenever I am dressing even a load of dolls is I always reset stuff. Even though I know that maybe that the next doll I'm going to do might be using the same shoes from the same box, I still put everything back. This has hair elastics in it. And the brush I use. Okay, it's the same thing when I'm dressing a lot of dolls and I have different clothes. This is dresses that aren't too formal or fancy. And after I get a dress out of the bag, I will put it back. And this, just for curiosity's sake, is my box of heads. And hairstyling stuff. Okay, next doll. I had this skipper head set aside to reroot for probably years. And I finally did it last weekend. So I went with her eye color being blue and green and pink and made her hair be blue and green and pink. And this hair is all like scavenged from, I know there's definitely Monster Hygienifier for the green. I think the blue was Ghoulia's hair and the pink was probably Rochelle's. And all I've done is set this, I haven't cut it, I'm still not sure about the style, but she needs clothes. So some of the stuff that WellerMade sent was Blythe size, so I figured probably something out of that is more likely to fit this skinny little Star Darling's body. And I'm gonna go right for the outrageous floof fist. And I have a feeling you need to take your hands off. And again, I'm sure this dress was meant for Blythe, so I have no idea how it's going to fit on this body. But since it has a bow to tie the back, it's probably a little forgiving of size. After taking 9 minutes to pick out a pair of shoes, I'm probably going to do this a little faster. Okay, so there are bloomers. I don't know who made this dress. They said Patty sent it, and it is obviously handmade. But I don't know by who. I'm always assuming these bloomers go with it, since the dress has a toe front. It needs something underneath. Yeah, I haven't carved the elbows out on this body. You can carve elbows on Star Darling's body to give them a little bit of range of motion in the elbows. I did spend a lot of time carving out her hips. So if you have any experience with a Star Darling, you know that they cannot actually do this. They want to splay, but I carved a lot of the hips out. And that's probably in some other video I did at some other time. I don't know, it's been so long. So anyway, so I think that one pair of Star Darling shoes I have will actually work with this outfit. Oh, I don't know if she would benefit from socks or not. I know these Star Darling shoes originally had like a big ruffle, big vinyl ruffle on them that I cut off. So they're a little less OTT than they were originally. And with her hair color, I think you can get away with having these shoes with the rest of this outfit because you can't really see all the blues and greens in the bloomers. Should I do something with her hair? Or even maybe just a bracelet or something? Like I said, broken boxes. And yes, I know I can take her hand off, so I don't have to stretch these out. But I'm always afraid I'm gonna flip them and lose them and never see them again, because I've done things like that before. Okay, what else can we add on to her? Oh, tiara. Do I have pink? The right kind of pink. It's also a little weird for me to verbalize this stuff that I usually keep inside my brain while I'm dressing a doll. Okay, if there was an edit there, that was me editing out fumbling with crowns, tiaras, and the like. Darker one I think we'll use. Normally my impulse is to make the hair as smooth as possible. Right now I think it's calling to be fluffy and voluminous to balance out the skirt. So here we go, how about this? Alright, so that did not take quite as long as finding a pair of shoes. Although it took almost as long. Okay, next doll. This was a skipper head that someone gave me. I'm sorry, I can't remember who. That had been... It is like a Toys R Us exclusive, early 90s skipper with two-tone hair, and for whatever reason, the hair on the sides of the head were removed. Or cut really short, and I went ahead and removed it, and I thought for a while that I would reroot fantasy color just on the sides. And after... You know, I'd impulsively rerooted this, because I have to be in just the right mood to reroot, or else I will not reroot. And after I impulsively rerooted that one, I thought, you know what, I'm still in a mood to do a reroot. So, since I was on the skipper roll too, I grabbed this doll and did rainbows on the side of her hair. Now, she is on a Disney VIP body that one of the local doll people had thrifted just to steal the clothes. And she came to me like this. So I dug through my odds and ends, and I had a thrifted Nefera that only had her left forearm. And the only hand I could find that would fit is a Frankenstein hand. So she kind of has, I mean, the arm is a passable match, but the hand. So, plus the Disney VIPs didn't have articulated wrist, so her hand situation is temporary. And I have no idea what shoes I have that fit this body, but we're gonna find out. So, clothes. Of course, even though she has a skinny little, probably Blythe-sized body, since WellerMade sent this, we gotta try this on her. It's gonna fit her like a sleeping bag, probably. Yeah, this is not great on this body. You see. That's where her body actually is. Not that it's not an acceptable look, it's just I'm not sure it's what she needs. Go ahead and take this out and put it there. I did sew some random things in a Blythe-ish size, I think. But I'm really not sure if it's... I'm not sure if I should go super ultra bright for her clothes too, or if I should be a little more restrained with the clothes. No, that's curvy size. When I say that's curvy size, it's the shorts I sewed to go with this are curvy size. When I sewed all these doll clothes, what I did was I just went through my drawers of cloth for doll clothes and pulled out all the odds and ends and bits and bobs and scraps and pieces I got from other people that there was never much to, and decided I'm going to see what I can make out of this. And I cut the stuff out over the course of a few weeks, and I sewed it all together really fast. I'm really not even sure what I made. This is really random. I also made a bow. Because another thing I did with this project with using the stuff up is I got into my suitcase full of lace and I pulled out the bag of odds and ends of lace in there. And this bow was in there too, but the elastic band is too visible. I'm going to go ahead and put this in here with the other bows. Okay, cool. Okay, this is Blythe size on my fair. I'm not used to the back being open. I usually put a seam on the bottom because early on when I did them, leaving the back open, I would find that I'd done it badly and the stuff didn't line up. I think that contrasts nicely with her hair. It's a little short. Do I have a jacket that could work with that? This is another nice Blythe size dress. I mean, I have a lot more clothes here. That nice Blythe size dress that Patty sent. I should finish the thought before I jump in the next one. I have a lot of clothes here, so if I wanted to, I could probably dress a lot of dolls with clothes from there. Maybe. Again, that's something Patty sent. I know I made jackets. I'm just not sure if I made anything small enough for this body. Super ultra bright. I haven't put arms through it yet because it would be a lot of trouble and have to take it off. I am mumbling again. I don't know, I might go with that just to make it obnoxious. Wait, this is black or red and white. That. Alright, I'll go ahead and take her other arm out. That's one of those doll hobby phrases that just doesn't have a place in any other activity you could possibly do in the whole world. Again, her arms are not installed. I think those sleeves would be a little long for her. Of course, I can get into my actual doll clothes too. I mean, doll clothes I've already established as being mine in here. And this is my bag of jackets of all sizes. I have all size sweaters and jackets combined in there. I should always go with basic. I actually think I kind of like that. I like the contrast of the fairly simple black and white with all that hair color. still might need some pants or leggings of some sort. Of course, this body is so skinny that even this Blythe dress is scooting around on her a little bit. Alright, can I put this arm to sleep without it popping out constantly? Alright, now does she need pants? I do have smaller than Barbie, but bigger than Monster High stuff sorted out. And I do have random odds and ends in this box that, I mean, this might be useful for holding doll stuff at some point, so I actually put this over here on a box of, like, bread tabs I keep for neck adaptation. Is. Alright, so this is, yeah, I rearranged it. This is just skipper sized. This is just skipper sized, Skipper and Momoko sized dresses. So is this shirts and pants. And so I rearranged, yes, I rearranged a lot of this stuff, like right before my Dolly mojo evaporated, so I haven't really been doing a lot. And don't exactly remember what I did before, including moving all sorts of stuff in here. How do that? Oh, can you see? I have a pair of blue bloomers, maybe, that James sent. Thanks again. And I feel a little bad now in retrospect I did not do a box opening of stuff from James. Because again, that came when I was in my doll funk. And wasn't really gonna do videos. And now, you know, I'm not back on my regular schedule of videos, but I'm gonna try to do stuff like this, odds and ends, weird stuff, random stuff, every once in a while. I'm sure you would like me to dump this out and see what's in there, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to make that mess right now. Maybe at some point in the future. I'm just looking for, I don't think I have blacklight, maybe this old pair of, actually yeah, I'm going to go with the bloomers. So these are the bloomers that James sent. I'm not sure what size they were intended for. This Blythe or Francie. And yeah, that just popped out. Where is the, there it is. And the dress that WellerMade sent, that's probably for Blythe. And her cardigan is from one of the Modern Circle Barbie dolls. The one that used the twist and turn Barbie sculpt. Melody, I think. So we've got that going. Now she needs shoes and possibly socks. So for her, I'm going to go right to my plastic nicer and weird sized box. Let's see, again, I don't know if I have anything that fits this foot. I mean, boots sometimes work if you can get a foot hidden inside and you can't tell how badly they fit, but those are totally the wrong color for everything else she's wearing. Alright, and again, I'm sorry if you can't hear me if I'm mumbling. I'm pretty sure, well, I have my door closed, and I'm pretty sure my husband and my child are both out in the living room with headphones on, so they can't hear me babbling to myself, but I still feel like they might. Yeah, the sheer shoes are too long. I mean, technically, if worse comes to worse, these old Mego Cher Wonder Woman Farrah Fawcett, whomever's shoes could possibly work. I don't think there's a chance that Monster High will fit this foot, even though VIPs in Monster High are around about the same time. Oh no, it sticks off like a 1/4 inch off the back of the foot. From the front, it's passable. Oh, these Mercedes shoes. Yeah, I guess the Mercedes shoes fit, but they don't work. They're not the right look. See these MGA, America's Next Top Model shoes often come in handy for weird heels, but I don't want this doll in super high heels. I don't like young dolls with super high heels. I don't like the grown-up dolls that have to have super high heels either, because I don't like to wear heels. I'm too clumsy. Alright, socks box. Yes, of almost all the Generation Girl stuff, Mari's socks are probably my favorite. I really need to make more black and white striped socks myself. I don't know if any socks are going to work with this. I think these are things that James also sent. Yeah, that kind of works because the red harkens back to the red in the card print. So I'm trying to remember to vocalize, but I really want to just descend into thinking. And do have those can possibly fit on that foot. They would hide. It's not a great fit, but these Disney witch shoes. No. They hide the angle of the foot, the angle of the heel, but they don't suit the angle of the foot, and they stick out weird. Like I could do this, it's not seated on the foot all the way, if you can see, compared to the other foot, how much different it is. I wish they had flat feet and shoes for the flat feet. That could work. Also, Generation Girl Marty. What about these old some twin shoes? New in here. Okay. Again, these loose shoes probably will fit, but they'll be way off the wrong angle. I was always frustrated as a kid to get like the Barbie tennis shoes like this, put them on Barbie's foot and have them be on point instead of wearing them like a real person wears tennis shoes. Of course, if I really care about this doll, then I would get her an arm and a hand that work, and I will possibly try to replace her feet. But I just put her together, you know, I just rerooted her, so I'm not sure how much she's going to grow on me. Alright, I'm just going to take a pair of generic white Jim's Barbie high tops. Make sure they actually match and are slightly different colors of white. And I'm sorry if I am babbling, I'm trying to remember to actually speak up. And I did put a sign on the door, so if any of my family wonders what's she talking about, they will see the sign. Hopefully. I would do that as a kid too. I would line up all the pairs of pink Barbie shoes, or line up all the pink Barbie shoes and figure out which ones were actually pairs and which ones weren't. Oh, that's right. These shoes have half an earplug in each of them. That's why when I put them on her foot, they stayed fairly flat. I might go with these just because there's nothing else. I mean, nothing else that's not super high-heeled. I just don't like high heels on children. Can those fit, but they don't suit. Just wishful thinking. All right, we're going with the Jim's Barbie high tops. There might be something in here that'll work, but again, until I'm willing to put the work into this doll to get her a hand that fits, I'm not quite ready to give her the good shoes. So anyway, yeah, I will probably stuff something into the heels of these so they sit flat instead of riding up before I take pictures. I might go back on the leg warmers, I'm not sure. So, doll number 3, and how long has this been? 37 minutes. Yeah. Alright, doll number 4, okay. After I'd gotten her partial reroot done, I'm still in the reroot mood, so I started one and the reroot mood crashed like halfway through it, but I went ahead and finished her. So now we have one of the Francie heads that James sent, thanks again so much, with hair scavenged from a Sasha Banks doll because I love that color. And I also thatched her bangs because I am not a fan of the kind of bangs she had before and the kind of bangs you generally see on dolls where they just take hair and brush it and forward and set it, because that hair tends to want to migrate back into the hair, and I'm gesturing with my hands and realize you can't see them. So, so yeah, I thatched her bangs, but just one line, so they're not super thick bangs. And then I decided to go out and give her a full part so I could give her hair puffs like this. And yeah, so she needs clothes. And okay, I'm gonna try this on her too. Live hands don't come off. More creepy doll person phrases. Yeah, that fits her a little better. Even though it's more like wearing a pillowcase than wearing a sleeping bag. So, I think that's a good base layer, but she will need more. Let's see, this is something that Patty sent. A vintage Princess Grace doll jacket. Yeah, live hands don't come out, so they're so annoying. I like the contrast, but Actually, the contrast I would like more, which probably wouldn't work because this is for Blythe. And that Princess Grace jacket is for vintage Barbies, but I really like the contrast of this. So I don't know if I'll get somebody into that eventually. Alright. Do I want to use a jacket that I made, or do I want to dig in there for something different? Or do I want to use this jacket instead of that dress? Sometimes the first thing I put on a doll is perfect. I dropped it. Sometimes I vacillate quite a bit. And I just want to see how this jacket fits. This jacket is made more or less with a pattern that's one of the first patterns I made in the 90s when I wanted to see if I could scan the pattern piece guides from the commercial human size pattern and enlarge those to doll size. It has been tweaked many times over the decades. Alright, but if she wears that jacket, what's she going to wear with it? Or should I just put her in the rainbow striped dress and not fuss? There's so much in here. I don't know if I do this again with, you know, all these other clothes that I have. Do you want me to do it like this, where I have the doll and no idea what she's going to wear, or do you want me to have, like, play around with it beforehand and have ideas of who would wear what? Or, like, even pick out an outfit from this stack of doll clothes and then decide who to put it on and use the video to see if it actually works on them or not. If you want to see a video like this again. I don't know. I know a lot of people play my videos and just kind of zone out. So maybe this is good for zoning out. Let's see, do I want to tone down the sparkly rainbow dress, or do I want to up the obnoxiousness? Toning down would be with this amazing A-Zone sweater that came with an Ashima Girls Mission action figure. It does have working buttons. And that's the tone it down option. A beige cardigan over the rainbow metallic dress. I mean, I have a lot of make it more obnoxious options, but this is just the first one that jumped out of the box for me. Which is going to be huge in this body because I made this for a female action figure. Using another pattern I scanned from a real pattern piece guide and enlarged. Cats. Unfortunately, this is so large it kind of closes over in the front. You can't really see the rainbow dress. I could maneuver some. Oh, it has pockets. Putting pockets in things is a good way to get it to go where you want it to go. Am I mumbling again? Yeah, I'm going to go with obnoxious. I mean, this is lovely and it makes nice accent piece a lot too, but I mean, I have other options for obnoxious. Many other options for obnoxious. But that's the one I'm going to go with. Okay, socks and shoes. And I'll come back to the accessories in the end. Alright, first question is, do I want to put her just straight into those loop shoes that I have? Although I also have the blue sports shoes pair. do a sneakers pair. No, I want something more casual. You know I want something more casual. I'll go. Have these Marnie Settafonte dolls. Shoes fit with foot. Not great. Okay, well I could just go with these. I think this is what she was wearing before. Pull-up shoes. Let's see, with socks or without socks, or what else do I have? I'm trying to rush this now because this has already been 46 minutes. So do we have anything not sporty that would fit her? Oh, those curry shoes are a bit small. Don't think these fit on that foot. Alright, I guess it is these. This is the other pair of lip shoes I have. No comment, she takes them off and puts them back. And not very cute, actually. Shoes are just slightly too small. Okay, do I want socks? I think there's enough room in those shoes for socks. I don't think I have any sparkly metallic socks. But I could do mismatched socks. These are from the Integrity Toys Zodiac Girls Gemini doll, which was 2 characters, 1 doll, and you just, like, her skirt flipped around from pink to blue, and you could change your socks to make you different characters. I always thought that was a little cheesy, but hey, 2 pairs of socks. No, I want short socks. I might just go with plain white socks. I know I made a bunch of pairs of lace, this heavy knit lace sock cloth I have that I've been making socks out of for at least 10 years. I think those are all being worn. That just seems underwhelming compared to the rest of her obnoxious clothes. What do I do? Oh yeah, I think that's what she was wearing with her last outfit. The last outfit, I had this doll wearing. I've had this head on this body for a while with her original brown hair with that Sparkle Girls rainbow sequin dress. You know the one. And I had her in these socks with these shoes. So we're going to go back to that. So next time I make a ton of doll stuff randomly, I should really make socks. her in cats. I should write rainbows and cats. Alright, accessories. I want to accessorize. I can put more bandages on her. And I don't know if I should give her a lot of bracelets since she has her hands stuffed in her body. Oh, maybe I'll do these. Where is the other one? Like I said, I know my accessory storage is not great. Alright, I have these beaded bracelets that I made for my gem dolls in the 80s. I got in this assortment of like factory second wooden beads from Walmart. And that was when Walmart was really new in our area. So Walmart in the 80s was a little more odds and ends of a place than it is now too. And I dug through this bag of weird wooden beads, sorting them out because that's what I do. And I found all these little tiny cubes. And it turns out there were just enough of them to make 4 bracelets for my gem dolls. I can't remember if I've restrung them since then. I don't think I have. I think this is the original 1980s elastic. But since these bracelets have been worn by dolls almost constantly since then, the elastic hasn't degraded as much as elastic that just sits and does nothing, although they are getting a little loose now. Okay, anything else I'm going to give her? Like glasses or... She had these on before too. Also, the Disney witch dolls that Flo sent me years ago. And I probably customized because I didn't know they would be rare and hard to find in the future. Because that's what you do with your dolls, you play with them now and you don't worry about the future. Alright, yeah, I don't need to use the goggles to hold her bangs down like I did before. So I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to do one more thing. I have this sheet of puffy stickers that a doll person gave me ages ago, before my child was born. And I like to stick these on doll clothes like they are pins. Some of them don't have a whole lot of adhesive left anymore. I'll stick this over here between cats. See, do I want to put a whole bunch on or not? I mean, some of these are really suited to being pins for dolls, especially the tiny little ice creams and hearts and things. So I'm constantly at the borderline between, do I want to use all of these because they're cute, or do I want to not use them because I will lose them? Some of them I've also added double-sided adhesive tape to the back because they are, they've been used a lot. I also got all of these, I don't remember from where or who, and some of those could work as pins as well, if they come off. I don't know how old they are. Alright, I like to do 3 things, so I can just stick on one of those. Or I can look through my stash of busted earrings that I keep to use as pins on dolls. Let's see, do I have any better? I'll try that. This is fairly organized even though it is chaos. Really, really. And I remember years ago, Chris, What If Chris Doll Dirt, he made a bunch of pins for Doll's messenger bag by gluing little bits cut out of magazines, I think, onto thumbtacks. And I think he bent the backs down like I do with the earrings, and then he put those on the messenger bag, and they look pretty good. And this was in like 2006 or 7, so I haven't looked at them lately. I wonder if he still has them. Okay, anyway, I think that's going to be it for now because I'm rapidly approaching 1 hour. So we have Sparkle Rainbow Pink Hair Frenzy. What's in the Cards Rainbow Hair Skipper. Floofy Princess Pastel Hair Skipper. And Low Key Minimalist Basquiat Barbie. And I will get pictures of these eventually, but right now I'm probably going to go play Animal Crossing instead of edit this video. So you'll see it when you see it, and I'm starting to ramble, so you know it's time to end the video. Thanks for watching.